I'm Jim Mayo with Legacy Business Transitions. Would you be surprised to know that a large percentage of business sales fail right before closing? Today, let's talk about why some of these businesses fail right at the finish line. A deal killer we experienced involved a seller about 3 weeks prior to the close received a letter from the legal department of a utility company demanding $50,000 payment for a utility pole. This information was not disclosed in due diligence, was not shared with us as the brokers, and was not shared with the buyers. And as you can imagine, the buyer got cold feet and lost trust in the seller. Fortunately, we were able to salvage the deal by setting up an escrow account from the proceeds of the sale of the business to satisfy the request of the utility company. But most cases, that would have totally killed the deal. From a seller's perspective, inaccurate financials, failure to disclose liabilities, failures to disclose litigation. From a buyer's perspective, they're predominantly financial. If a buyer cannot get financed, the deal will almost always fail. Poor documentation can frequently derail a deal. However, at Legacy Business Transitions, we make a habit of doing a dry run on due diligence. So we dive deep into the financials, ask the questions that a buyer would ask. We learn about the history of the company. We learn about ugly parts of the company so that we can address those issues head on and put them in a positive light. So for documentation to derail a deal for us doesn't happen very often. We get to avoid that because of the work we put into it. What owners should do early on in the process to ensure that their deal doesn't collapse at the end is make sure that their documentation is buttoned up tight. Make certain that your financials are exactly in line with your tax returns. Make sure that your liabilities are clearly defined and any legal issues are addressed and put into a positive light for the potential buyer. Timely communication with your broker is essential in getting the deal done. One piece of advice we give sellers to ensure that a deal doesn't fall apart at the end is to make sure your documentation is buttoned up tight, that you're in constant communication with your broker. Failure to respond in a timely manner almost always kills a deal. To set yourself up for a successful sale of your business, reach out to us at Legacy Business Transitions. We'll help you avoid the common mistakes that kill deals.